Hi, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing okay out there. Welcome to Friday, February the 23rd, 2024. What a week. Short week, but one heck of a short week, hasn't it? It's just been something else. Nice to make your acquaintance. If you're new here, you're looking at this guy going, he ain't all that pretty. Why am I watching him? Well, most people just listen to me. They don't really, closely study these features, especially the unshaven face here. Look, I try to do a couple of things. I try to explain the markets in plain English. That's kind of my, that's what I'm sort of noted for. I try to kind of break down in the simplest terms possible what the hell is going on and why you should care. And then the other thing I do is I like to think I can help people make money in the market. I try desperately to help people not make mistakes. This is a big thing around here, and it's always been in my career as a broker. When I was a stockbroker in 1979, and then a branch manager in the 80s, and VP, and I was in the offshore finance world in the Cayman Islands for a while, and corporate finance, and I've taken a company public, and I've got all kinds of experience in the business, lived many lives in the securities business over the years. Usually what I would do, or it would be what I would find I would end up doing, is no matter where I was located, no matter what firm I was with, I was trying to help people not make mistakes, because a lot of you guys are very good at finding deals or finding winning trades. A lot of you are very good at it. Not every investor always loses money on everything they invest in, but it's the mistakes that can really wipe you out, and they can put you behind, years behind. I have seen horror stories, believe me, where people have done the right thing for decades, only to have one or two trades wipe out 20 years of investment returns. And 50-year-olds are now sitting on an account that they had when they were 25 years old. And they got to start from scratch, and they're retiring in less than 10, 15 years, and they're not going to be liquid enough in 15 years. They're not going to get it back, or at least the way they were thinking of getting it back was impractical. There are people out there today in this market right now, all-time record high for the Dow, all-time record high for NASDAQ, all-time record high for S&P 500, NVIDIA at 803. Everything is going perfectly. Bruce is sneezing on the air. Everything's going perfectly. You couldn't have a better scenario for people to make money and for people to be winners in an all-time market at all-time highs. There are losers everywhere. There are people losing their butts all over the place because they're not following a disciplined approach to being investors. They're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme to make it all back and to make corrections or to salvage investment strategies for the last 20 years on just one trade, one good week, and I'm back, baby. I'm back. And it's not going to happen for a lot of people. It's just not. But you will, I promise you. Many of you will see, read, and hear about winners this week. There will be all kinds of podcasts and vlogs and blogs and blah, 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 talking about, the college student that made $100,000 trading NVIDIA contracts, or the long shot bet of somebody else who won on this trade or won. You hear this all the time because we love reading this stuff. We love the Hollywood ending. We love he became a billionaire overnight by doing this. This is what we live for. This is what Hollywood has conditioned us to look for. That's how we classify winners over losers. Okay. This morning, for example, the president, the CEO of NVIDIA, was quoted. The quote was that he was $10 billion richer yesterday because his NVIDIA shares went up what was it, $110 a share yesterday. I'm just looking at what it did yesterday, $110 yesterday. It's 803 right now, it's $17 in the pre-market right now. So he's $10 billion richer. And I know for a fact that there will be articles written about this guy. He's going to be one of the richest people in the world now. And they're going to compare him to Musk, and they're going to compare him to this and Bezos and to Gates and to on and on and on. And it does you and I no good whatsoever. It is a waste of our time to have this info bombarded at us because it doesn't pay our bills. This guy doesn't make us richer. His wealth doesn't change our lives. It won't, can't. We have to change our own lives. We have to make our own wealth. We have to take care of our own bills. You figure this out the older you get. And I just say to those of you in your 20s and 30s that are watching me here, I come off like an old man because I am, because I'm 68 years old. I'm an old fart now, which I hate to admit. But I've been around the block now. And so I'm in a position where I get to stop once in a while and look back and go, oh, I remember what it was like 25 years ago in the 90s. Oh, I remember. Oh, God, we thought we were so cool in the 90s. Oh, we were so sophisticated compared to the people from the 70s. Those people from the 60s didn't know jack squat what we knew. I watched wealth disappear every year that I was in the business because people made mistakes. I also watched wealth accumulate every year for those who were playing it right. And here I am at this age, and I'm looking back going, oh, yeah, you remember so-and-so? You remember such and such? You remember this trade, that hot stock, this trend in the markets, all this stuff. And I think about people I worked with over the years, clients I worked with or knew of, and what have you. And there are the winners and losers. There are people in the 60s. There's people in their 60s, like me, and 70s, that have a retirement that they envisioned they were going to have. A very comfortable and very enjoyable retirement. And then there are those who have retired or are in retirement, whether they like it or not, and they're not having the retirement they thought they were going to have. Not even close. They're having a nightmare versus what they thought worst case was going to happen. There are people out there who really got the boots given to them in the last 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whether it was a health issue, death in the family, debilitating illness, bad economic choices. All their bets were in one thing, and that blew up on them, and they lost it all. I mean, there are people out there homeless, living under highways, living in cardboard boxes, in homeless shelters, on social assistance, who were going to be thinking they were going to be very successful and they were going to have a wonderful retirement. And they have been devastated and eviscerated. And welcome to life. Get ready, kids. Those of you in your 20s and 30s and 40s, you're hanging out with me. I congratulate you. I think you should be hanging out with me if you can. I'll do the best I can to help you get on the right track. But you better believe it when I tell you that things happen, nasty things can happen, and it can upset the apple cart if you're not careful and you don't pay attention and you stay in your lane, stay in your roadway where you do it best. You may have noticed certain people out there are very wealthy, celebrity type people and whatnot, the ones you hear about and the ones that you see pictures of on the internet, very, very successful people, but they've stayed in their lane. They were successful doing this thing, and they still do this thing today. Their businesses adjusted for technological advancements and all that good stuff, but they still do the same thing they've always done, this one thing. And by doing this one thing and doing it well, they have compounded wealth on top of wealth, on top of wealth, on top of wealth. And there are people envious of them, wishing that they were them, but not wishing to work as hard as they did. That's the difference. There are people out there who are very wealthy and very well-to-do, but they work their butts off to get it. There's a lot of folks in this world who, I'm sure you know some, and maybe we were all guilty of this from once in a while in our lives, where we thought we could do a shortcut and make a quick buck doing this. And some of us got lucky on a few of these shortcuts, but most of us eventually found out that shortcuts don't. That's not the way you can count on going forward. Eventually, a shortcut turns into a long way home, and it's not pretty when you get there. Welcome to the party, pal. Look, this channel right here, the viewers of this channel, most of you have probably made money on NVIDIA in the last week. Mostly, probably. If you followed what we talked about here in the last week, you've made some money on NVIDIA. But no one on this watching me, nobody has made $1 million this week on NVIDIA. Nobody. Because nowhere did I tell anyone, I think it would be a good idea if you bought 1 million shares of NVIDIA and let it go up $100 next week and you make a bunch of money. I was saying to you folks, especially you Gold Bagel members, these folks right here, I put together a suggested idea, a trade idea. When the stock was $740 a share, this is the power of option writing, how good this can be. I came up with an idea for an option trade, a credit spread, when the stock was $740 a share. And a number of my viewers went right in there and said, yeah, that looks like a good trade. I'm going to do that. I'm going to write a put and buy a put. And I'm going to take a credit spread here. And yeah, this is great because in the next week, the company comes out with their financials. And the shares promptly started to sink in value, which is not what was expected. The thinking was the lead up to the earnings of NVIDIA, where the shares would lead up from 740 to 800 and even higher. And then when the earnings came out, they could go even higher than that. Well, that didn't happen. The shares in 48 hours, 72 hours of trading hours dropped all the way down to $662 a share. There were viewers of this channel asking me, am I okay? Should we do a rollover here? Am I in trouble? Because I kind of listened to what you said and it made sense to me. I hung out with all the gang on this channel, on the Reddit channel that we have, the chat group, and we're all, this is a great idea. And now we're all looking at the stock at 680, 670, 662 going, hey, we got 630 puts here and 610 puts. What? And then guess what happened? The market went up when the earnings came out. And sure, we went up $110 yesterday. Even with the shares dropping $80 a share in 2.5, 3 trading days, light speed, $80 a share, still didn't cause a loss for the viewers of this channel. The viewers of this channel went, I'm folding my arms. You're not shaking me out. I've got till March 15 on this credit spread, and the earnings come out tomorrow. You're not shaking me out because I've been with this guy, been following this Uncle Bruce guy since 2021, and if there's one thing I figured out, there's always one thing. All I have to do is fold my arms and wait. There's no need to panic and no need to run around with like in a panic or anything like that. I'm just going, no. I know why I'm here. I'm here because of the earnings. I'm here for NVIDIA to release their numbers. I am willing to let the stock go even further because these contracts are out of the money. They're worthless. I have written these puts, purchased these puts, got a credit for this transaction, and these contracts are worthless. Even at 662, they are worth nothing. And I'm prepared to wait it out. And we're only $32 away from being at the money. And yet people are going, this guy, I'm gonna stick with him. I'm not gonna shake. You're not shaking me out. Too many times I've gone through GameStop quarterly financials. I've gone through SOFI quarterly financials. I've gone through all these other companies I follow, the financials, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not making a mistake. I'm not jumping ship. I'm going to fold my arms and dare them to mess with the stock down here. I dare you. I double dare you. And sure enough, the aftermarket Wednesday night, up went the stock. And it went to 720, 730. It didn't even hit a new high. Yesterday, 740 to 785 was the range. And now we're at 802 this morning. Of course, what happened yesterday? A bunch of my viewers went, hey, I love this game. I'm closing out this put contract. I'm closing out this credit spread. I'm cashing in my money. Thank you very much. A number of my viewers created new credit spreads because they're into this put spreads between 630 and 610. The stock jumped $100. They've now shifted their puts. They closed out this spread for a nice profit and created a new spread for March 15 or April, $50, $60 a share higher. So they're now into 680s and 660s or 690s and 670s or 700s and 680s. Congratulations, you're up again. And here we go. Nobody here made $1 million. A lot of people around here, if they wrote one call and bought one call, they made $300 to $400 ballpark, $280. And if they took an 80% profit on their trade, they made $250 to $350 per pair of contracts. Now, there are viewers here who've written 5 of these. Some wrote 10, some wrote 20, some wrote 50. Yeah, it's all relative to the percentage of your portfolio you wanted to put on the line. The key here is, though, that when this spread was created and put on the table, when my viewers made these moves, they already knew the most they could lose. They knew immediately when they closed the trade, I can only lose a set amount of money and no more, because that is how a put credit spread works. You put a limit on what your downside is, and you put the timing on the trade, and you put the spread on as far as the strike prices are concerned. You're in control. There are gamblers out there, folks, who are sitting on $900 call contracts that expire today, next Friday, the Friday after that, the Friday after that, and they're all $98 out of the money right now. They're all getting blown out. They're all getting destroyed. There are probably hundreds of millions of dollars in option contracts on NVIDIA, maybe billions, that have strike prices of $825 to $1,100 that range from today to a year from now. And there are gamblers all over the world that are long these contracts, and they paid a big price to get them because the NVIDIA calls had a very high premium going on them. And these people are all out of the money. And now it is day 2 post earnings. Earnings came out Wednesday. This is Friday. The shares are only 802. They're not 850. They're not 900. They were supposed to be 900 now. They're supposed to be going to 1,000 today. They're at 802. Now, many viewers, many option players are delighted at 802.51. They're delighted because they've got $650 calls, 700s, 750s, 800s. They're all going, hey, stock has come up a long way since yesterday, and my options are even or I'm already ahead. But there's a ton of people out there who are winning and are saying to themselves, I'm only up 30%. I thought I'd be up triple by now. I'm not triple my money. I'm only up 30%. And how much longer should I wait? How much higher can we go before I get out? Because this is a game of musical chairs. There's a lot of folks who want to get out of the room after they find a chair to sit in. They want to get out. They haven't found it yet, and they're walking around fewer and fewer chairs. This game is coming up. Now, if you're an option writer and you wrote credit spreads on puts, credit spreads on calls, you did iron condors, you're a happy camper. You're a comfortable camper. You're just going, hey, Bruce, time is on my side, man. I have March 15 expiry contracts here. This is Feb 23rd. It's Friday. Okay, tomorrow's the 24th. Sunday's the 25th. Monday's the 26th. We're running out of time. We're about to go into March as far as time is concerned. This is great. Next Tuesday is the last day of February. Thursday. Next Friday is the 1st of March, and these contracts have 2 weeks left to live next Friday. I'm a happy person. I love the fact that I'm sitting on these March 15th. Time is my friend because these contracts are worthless, and they're going to now shrink dramatically because of time shrinkage. The other secret weapon, the absolute secret weapon of option writers. Well done, everyone on this channel. That's how you make money around here. Whether you're writing cash secured puts that are out of the money, whether you're writing calls that are out of the money, whether you're doing a poor man covered call strategy, investment strategy, whether you're buying a bunch of stock. I mean, there are people here who buy stock in a company they love. They write options on it. They bring in a bunch of dough from that, turn around, buy more stock with that money, and write options on those shares. Their entire objective is, I want to get as many shares as I can in this company, and I want other people to pay me for it. I want them to pay for it. So I'll give them an option on the very stock I'm trying to acquire over the next year or so. Give me a bunch of premium right now, out of the money premium. I'll take all that and buy more stock right here, right now, and write options on those shares. And I dare you to take me out. I want to be exercised. I would love to be exercised. You take me out, I just made 30% of my money. Guess what I do now? I'm sitting on a pile of cash. I'm going to buy the very stock that I just got bought out of. I'm going to buy that stock right back on the open market, write a bunch of call options on it again, take that money and buy another bunch of shares again of that very same stock and write options on those and say, take me out. I dare you to exercise me. That's another 30% gain on my money. Go ahead. I triple dare you to take me out. This is a wonderful strategy. These are strategies that people have learned around here because they've taken my classes. I've hung out with this group of great people. They do one-on-ones with me. We figure out some strategy. Figure out what works for you, what kind of trading you want to be doing, and we get to work. Again, I'm trying to avoid mistakes. 803 on NVIDIA. Yay! Have you noticed the SOFI talk lately? Any of you noticed talk on SOFI? It's kind of interesting to me. The hype is over as far as the company making money for the first time ever. We followed that story for months. We had to tolerate the shares in the 7 range and then get to the 8 range and only get to 930 and then back off again. And now here we are at 822 today. We were at 817, I guess, last night. We're at 822 now. And there's an interview on YouTube between Noto and Kathy Woods with a moderator in the middle. We're both on a little chat. And if you happen to catch it, you can find it on YouTube. Just enter Anthony Noto, Kathy Woods. Enter. YouTube will pop that video up in a moment. You can watch it, about 50 minutes long. Anyway, the beginning of the chat, it was interesting to me because Kathy Woods is talking about how she met Anthony Noto. She's known him since 1999. She was a client of his in 1999. And I find that just fascinating. This is a small world in general, okay? The world is a small place, okay? It's not a big place. And in the investment business, it's a very small world. And people know people. People have dealt with people over the years, and you keep a Rolodex. And it's incredible how some people advance and move up the chain and others fade away. But overall, Kathy Woods is now a powerhouse individual in her own right. Noto is the CEO of probably one of the hottest companies in the world. NVIDIA's hot. Yeah, NVIDIA's hot. So is SOFI. SOFI is about to become a breakout story. Huge breakout story. If you're regular here, you know that. You're aware of that. You're sick and tired of hearing it. You're kind of looking at me going, Bruce, I know it's a great stock, but Jesus, when is this going to trade at $20 again like it did back in 2021? Could you make that happen? Because after all, the markets are at record highs again like they were in 2021, and SOFI is not at record prices like it was in 2021. Could you make that happen and make it happen sooner rather than later? And here's Noto, CEO of SOFI, talking to Kathy Woods about fintech banking. And Kathy Woods is in big time. She is sitting on millions of shares of SOFI because she knows exactly what the future holds for SOFI and the upside of SOFI shares. Noto has put every nickel he's got into his own company. I mean, the guy's just trying to buy any shares he can. He's earning stock options, and he's all in. You can imagine that all of his lieutenants and a ton of his staff behind him are all into the stock, loyal holders of this paper, because they know this is going to be a triple-digit stock. This isn't going to go to 10 or 15 or $20 a share, and then it's all over. No, this company is going to triple digits. It's going to be in the hundreds of dollars a share. It's the next NVIDIA, but it's the NVIDIA of fintech. It's not a chip maker. Okay, these guys don't make anything. They don't make cars. They don't make furniture. They don't make cell phones. They don't make computers. They're a fintech company. This outfit has 4,200 employees. Think about this. This is just mind-numbing to me. They have 4,200 employees. That's it. 4,200 employees. And this is going to become one of the most successful banks of all time. This is what there are analysts out there who are blowing it, who are not covering this stock and this company properly. There are 4,200 employees, and they're going to have 10 million members this year. Think about that, okay? 4,200 employees handling 10 million members' banking needs this year, because they're at 7.5, 8 million now, and they're just exploding with millions of members coming in every year. And the NBA deal they just signed, that's going to take. They could be at 12 million members by the end of this year, for all I know. It's about to go nuts. Kathy Woods knows it. Noto knows it, but Noto cannot sit there, look at the camera, and say, by October of this year, we're going to have 12 million members. He can't say it. That's illegal. He can't do that. He's not allowed to say that. But the outside world is allowed to think it and say it if it were to, if only they knew, or if only they understood the sheer size of this company and how big it's going to become. They will have 50 million members within 5 years. Mark my words. They will have 50 million. Right now it's about 7.5, 8. 10 this year, 50 in 5. This stock at 822 is a joke, but it's only a joke when it trades at $20 a share. And I can't tell you the minute that's going to happen, but I can tell you this. When this stock makes its run and busts out of here and now heads into this 15 to 20 neighborhood for a while, and then busts out of that and goes into the 20, 30 neighborhood, and then busts out of that and goes to the 30, 50 neighborhood, these moves, okay, when they happen, will be dramatic, sudden, without warning. And you will wake up one morning, you'll look at your account, and you'll go, something's not right here. I don't understand something. My SOFI, 1350. Weren't we like 820 like a week or two ago or a month? Weren't we? We were under 10, weren't we? What did I miss? Was I in a coma? What happened? Because that's how fast this is going to go. This is going to move at lightning speed, because once the gig is out, once the word is out, once the realization hits, more people will want in than ever before. Look at the NVIDIA story itself. There's hold on a minute. There's 2.37 billion shares trading on NVIDIA. All right. Almost 2.4 billion free trading shares on NVIDIA. All right. There are 886 million shares floating on SOFI. And SOFI is an $8 stock, and NVIDIA is an $800 stock. It's ridiculous differences, all right? It's almost 100 to 1 difference in stock price, and it's a 3 to 1 ratio in the number of shares. So it's a 300 to 1 differential. NVIDIA is 300 times per share bigger than SOFI is. And SOFI is growing at 45% with 4,200 employees. I keep coming back to that, and I just go, my God, it's unbelievable. It's just, I am not poo-pooing NVIDIA. I am praising NVIDIA. I am happy about NVIDIA. I'm impressed with NVIDIA. California-based company. SOFI, kind of a California-based company. 4,200 employees. That's all there is. The biggest banks in the United States, your top 4 or 5 outfits out there, Bank of America, Citibank, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, 240,000 employees. Bank of America, 217,000 employees. JP Morgan, 308,000 employees. 308,000. 4,200 for SoFi. 4,200. And they're going to have 10 million members this year. This is huge. This is massive. The amount of money per employee generated, incredible. They just earned their first quarterly profit for the end of the year, December 31. We're now into the first quarter of this year. They're making money. They're going to make money in the next quarter. They're going to make money in the next quarter. Every quarter going forward, they are making money. And that means the meter is running for inclusion into the S&P 500. And it is a certainty. You can count on it. It will happen. 8/21 on February the 23rd, 2024. I shouldn't have to say anything else, but I will not stop until this thing really goes. Anyway, there it is. Fun times until Daddy took the T-Bird away. What's your take on the sudden downturn on Rocket Lab? I'm not worried about it. This is not concerning to me whatsoever. The shares are on their way higher. The company has managed to, I think, pull off one of the greatest moves of all time, like Uber has, with this financing deal. This financing deal that got put together on Rocket Lab, it's up 11 this morning at 4:55. They did this financing deal after they dropped the market from 510 to 390, 380, something like that. They put this financing deal together with this cap option, which puts it at, to me, $6.57 a share is the target price. $8.04 is the ultimate target price of this stock. And they come out with their financials next week, and I think you're going to see Wall Street all over it. You're going to see Wall Street covering this company, left, right, and center. And this move ultimately has allowed a big thing to happen. There are 287 million shares publicly floating out there. 70 million shares are required to retire the debt that they just took on. All right, 70 million shares, and those have been acquired between 380 and probably 420. And essentially and effectively, what is going to happen is these 70 million shares are going to end up in the hands of institutional investors, pension funds, mutual funds, big investors, who are not in a hurry to sell this stuff. Because when they get these shares at $5.13 a share, they get the stock when it has to break $6.57 for them to get the stock. Right, okay. They're going to be delighted with it because it's going to go to $8. They're going to get this stock at $4, whatever. They're not going to sell it. But what's happening here is 70 million shares of the 287 million that are out there are already in the hands of the brokerage firm that will now be transferred to the institutional investors. That's like buying back 25% of all the stock. That's like doing a buyback. Because 70 million shares will not be free trading anymore. It'll be classified as free trading, but they won't be free trading. They're going to be taken away and off the street forever. And that means you've just shrunk the float by 70 million. That's like doing a buyback, but the company can't do a 70 million share buyback. They're limited to only 5% of their shares per year if they were to do a stock buyback. And there are 485 million out, so they could do 24 million a year. It would take them almost 3 full years at maximum buyback to buy back all their stock. Well, they're not going to buy any of their stock back, none whatsoever. They're just going to reallocate 70 million free trading shares over to these institutional investors and wipe out this $355 million loan. This senior note's going to disappear. And there won't be any new shares outstanding. It's a wonderful arrangement. I love this deal. I absolutely love this deal. And I'm convinced it's a huge win, a massive win for Rocket Lab and its shareholders. So writing cash secured puts, 4s and 5s, would be a really good idea. Go to January 2025 or beyond and take the premium and say, thank you, Bruce. May I have another? Because this is not a mistake. This company is about to turn a profit. They just been given 355 additional million on top of the 200 whatever million they got. They got now over $500 million in cash, no debt. These guys are on fire. This is going to be a huge win. Yeah, I like this deal a lot. Same with Uber. Uber did a $1.7 billion deal for their financing, which is all going to turn into free trading paper for these institutions, which in effect will take would it be 4 years of stock buybacks off the table. The company doesn't have to spend a dime to take 20% of the free float off the street, at least 20%. It's huge. It's huge. I'm waiting for these kinds of deals to be announced by other companies. I really am. I'd love to hear Matterport do it. I'd love to hear SmartRent do it. I would love to hear SOFI pull one of these off. I would love to see SOFI announce a senior note, convertible note financing that gives SOFI $3.5 billion in cash at $15 a share conversion, 220 million shares off the street. That would put the company down to 660 million shares free trading in effect. Would screw the shorters. 150 million short now would be really in trouble because now all of a sudden 220 million shares just disappeared. They can't get their hands on 220 million shares. They have to go get their 150 million from the other 600 million, and that includes all of you guys, and you're not going to give it to them at under 20, 25 a share. The short sellers would be screwed to the tune of billions of dollars. I would love to see SoFi do a deal like this. This would be unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Alex, I've been loading up on those Rocket Lab $5 cash secured puts on this dip. 16 and counting. Absolutely, baby. Let's go, Rocket Lab. You got to love it. This is huge. Brian, wow, the float on NVIDIA is $2.4 billion. And the shares are going to go to $1,000 each. It's a lot of money. And I don't think many retailers can afford NVIDIA stock. There you go, right there. This is going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Anyway, Lissy, look, we also have AI Unity next week. Any thoughts, expectations? No, I don't. As option writers, you don't have to actually worry. That's kind of the crazy thing about it. You can make money any way you want on this. You write calls, you write puts. Oh my God. But remember, every public company comes out with results every 90 days. Every 90 days, you got to show your report card to the market year round. It's not like you get the summer off. And there's a report card show and tell every 90 days for every publicly traded corporation. It's going to be unbelievable. It's just, we're going to have so much fun here. Kenny, I got 1,000 at 786 on SoFi. I want a DCA until 15 a stock. What do you think? I want a DCA. What does that mean? Sorry. I'm terrible with these anachronisms. You got to type it out. Anyway, what can I say? Look, KY, NVIDIA was the highest market cap gain in a single day, almost hitting 2 trillion market cap. Yeah, it's over that. It's awesome. Robert, number 66, giddy up. Thank you all for these thumbs ups and coming in here. I'm glad you're here. Bobby Atkinson, I tallied up this week. My investment account has made more money than my second job, which pays for said investments. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. There you go, buddy. Giddy up. Here we go. I'm excited for you guys. A whole bunch of you are going to be saying goodbye to jobs. There's no doubt about that. DB, good morning, everyone. And of course, I'm now ready for my one-on-one with you. Send email details on the topics that I need help with. I am so excited. I'll send you. I'll talk to you after the show. I'll get back to you on that. We'll figure it out. That's awesome stuff. Love to get together with you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you all for popping through here and saying hi to me. And congratulations, option writers. It's another great week. Could the market today be on a down dip? Maybe. Maybe the overall market may level off a little bit. But NVIDIA could keep on going. Yeah, that's true. NVIDIA could just kind of keep powering along. 785 was last night's close, and we're at 802.72 this morning with 19 minutes to go before we open for trading. So we'll see what the market wants to do on that. The Dow right now is up 58. The S&P is up 10. Nasdaq's up 26. Oil is down $1.10 a barrel right now. Let's see what's going on. U.S. stocks future turn higher as Nasdaq Composite within striking distance of first record in more than 2 years. Oh, okay, we're going to hit new highs there. It wouldn't surprise me if we all these markets hit all-time highs, but then we have a consolidation, a little pullback, a little readjustment. Well, certain stocks went too far too fast. Some stocks haven't gone far enough yet, and there'll have to be some turnover and some realignment. And maybe that's coming. I know SOFI hasn't gone up high enough. That much I know. There you go. Vico, I can't pronounce it. The big V. I really hope we'll go below 810 so I can buy some SOFI. I really want to hit 10,000 shares. JJ is saying hello there. Honeybee, thumbs up number 104. Thank you very much, Honeybee, for hitting that thumbs up number, that thumbs up icon. You guys are great. Really appreciate it. Shout out to all of you out there who are watching on the rerun. You guys always come through for us and hit the thumbs up button, the night of, the day of, or after I go live. When you catch up with us, I appreciate that. You pretty well always put us over 200 thumbs ups each and every time. I appreciate that. We're always striving for at least a couple of hundred thumbs ups a day. Try to convince YouTube to promote us a little more. And let the world know we're here, because there's folks watching this channel who are making money on the stock market as opposed to some channels out there where people are looking for the all-time home run ball and they never seem to find it. What can I say? But hey, however you make your money, you make your money. It's all right. Trade the way you want. The good news on this channel is those folks here who have turned into option writers seem to make steady income all the time. And it is a lovely feeling to have. Once you were into this, you become an option writer and you start making money on a consistent basis. It's impossible to make you go back. Occasionally you'll stray and you might take a flyer on something because you get kind of full of yourself. It's human nature. But generally speaking, the longer you're an option writer, the more focused you become as an option writer, the more deadly you become, because you become an assassin now and you start making serious money, and you only think one way. Everything in your world revolves around being an option writer. And you think to yourself, oh, my mortgage payment is coming up next week. I'm going to need $2,100. No, you don't need $2,100. No. You need to write 10 contracts that are worth $2.10 each. That's $2,100. You're going to come up with your car payment. Oh, I need a $350 car payment. No, it's not $350. You need to write one call option with a $350 premium on it. That's your car payment. You're going to come up to the end of the month and go, well, the end of the month's come along, and we live on $5,000 a month around here, with all the expenses of the kids and all that. We need $5,000. You don't think about it that way. $5,000. That's only 20 contracts at $250 a piece. That's a nothing burger. I can bring in $5,000. The other shocker that happens around here is people realize, I got an investment account. And I'm trying to build that. I got a 401k at work. I've got an IRA, and I'm trying to grow my retirement. I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 40s. And I got these credit cards. And I got these debts on these credit cards. I got one that's like $8,000, and the payment's only a couple hundred a month. I can handle that, but that interest keeps coming through. I really would like to get rid of that. And then they become option writers, and they quickly realize, well, I can knock off that $8,000 in one shot. I got this investment in an ETF or whatever you hold. You can write options on an ETF. Or you can liquidate the ETF, or you can margin the ETF, and you could write cash secured puts on Rocket Lab or SOFI or AI or whatever you're following. Or you could use the margin of your ETF in your account to write credit spreads on NVIDIA or on Apple or on Microsoft. And you sit there and go, I could write 15 of these credit spreads, and I can bring in $6 credit on these trades times 15. That's $9,000. I can take the $9,000, throw that into my bank account, and pay off the credit card in full. So I'm actually using a credit spread to knock off my credit card and save 2% a month in interest charges by taking on a 3-month credit spread over here. That will turn into nothing because I'm way out of the money. That's going to let that eviscerate to zero. And I'm watching my credit card be at zero. And I'm saving 2% a month on that $8,000 balance. That's $500 in interest that I'm not paying, or minimum payments. My cost of living just went down $200 plus $250 a month by creating credit spreads on NVIDIA or on Apple or on whatever you want. SPY index options, whatever you want to do. This is the new normal around here. People go, oh my God, the power of options. And writing out of the money options that have a month or 2 or 3 to go bring me really nice premiums. And I can utilize those dollars to eviscerate expenses in the household. We need a new water heater, $500. I have it. The fridge is on the fritz, $3,000 for a fridge. I can get that. We need, we just had the furnace repaired because it was on the fritz. It cost $1,000. We put it on the credit card. I'll transfer $1,000 onto the credit card. We have that option premiums, cash flow. This is what it's about. This is winning. This is winning in the market, not buying a stock for 20 cents and selling it for 80 cents, or buying a penny stock that might double in value, or, if they come up with an announcement next week, I could make 25% of my money on a flip. You don't play that. You do the opposite. You go, this will become nothing. This will become zero in the next 3 months or 2 months. This will lose 60% of its value from here to here. And that 60 percentile loss multiplied by enough contracts pays this bill, and this bill. We're writing those contracts today, and the money is in our hands immediately. Welcome to this party. It's called Making Money All the Time, Cash Flowing Money into Your Hand party. And you just need to understand how options work. Head to the website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and head on over there. There's the website. That's my website. The classes are there, 17 of them. How options work, how to write stock options and quit your day job. There's 17 of them. Start with number 1 and get on with it. Become part of the group here and learn the ins and outs of the options market. It's what we do here all the time. Why not? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Watching folks coming through here. Thank you, everybody. Ricardo's in the house. How you doing there, buddy? Dude, I'm waiting on my flight to Shanghai here in Dallas. Wanted to say happy trading, and may the nights of neat shine upon us all. Thank you, Uncle B. Way to go, dude. Have a great trip. Ricardo, class number 2 coming up real soon. Marcus, 114, good morning. 10 contracts on Rocket Lab. What these $5 contracts for Jan 17, 2025 expiry, and 10 contracts on Rocket Lab 5s and 10 11726 waiting patiently. Rock and roll, buddy. John Malone, happy option expiry day, everybody. John, thanks, Uncle Bruce, for your guidance and encouragement. Thank you, my friends. Brian, Juan, well done. I have 5 cash secured puts for 2026, $4 strike. Fold them arms. There you go, Ricardo. Hey, Uncle Bruce. I am rock and roll, Ricardo. Become a member today, Ricardo, of this channel. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Ricardo, hey, Uncle Bruce. I am stuck on the E-Trade app with some old stocks that I lost out on, like AMC, ME, and a few more. I'm in the negative for the while. I'm just sitting there. Any thoughts how to get out of this? These small stocks, they're not all winners at this moment. Remember, the SPAC market got wiped out by the SEC in late 21. All of 22, they attacked SPACs, and they're still trying to recover in some cases. Even SOFI at under 10 is still a losing SPAC company. For some of my viewers, they've had to reorganize their affairs, and they've taken the losses. They will sell these issues. They will take the loss against capital gains, and they move on. Others, they just average down. Whatever income comes in from option premium here and option premiums there, they start picking up more of these shares at pennies on the dollar to bring their average way down here, because they take the long-term view, and that's an okay strategy as well. There's no other answer I can give you on this. What else? Welcome all. Ricardo, I'm also currently on Robinhood with some stocks that you talk about here every day. I don't know how to write options fully yet, still learning. How can you help me? Ricardo, you're talking about writing options for the first time. You've got to stick around a while and take your time with this. You also are probably going to have to arrange option trading in with your brokers, depending on which platform you ultimately choose to go with. And again, I don't know where you live. I don't know, any of this info. And I'm not the guy to tell you use these guys. I don't promote brokers. You can, the folks here will tell you their favorites, but it all depends on where you live and what country are you in, and what's going on. But you've got to take your time with something like this and learn how the option market really functions. And classes are a good idea. Knowledge is the key here, and hang around with this gang and learn what's going on. If you become a member of the channel and then you want to join the Discord group, more power to you. You can also consider that, and then you're able to talk to the fellow members here when I'm not on the air. And a lot of folks exchange a lot of ideas there about kind of what their thoughts are. So consider that. If you're becoming a Gold Bagel member, you're in on the early show every day. You're also Wednesday night primetime live. That might help you as well. What's going on here? Coyote Chow. I got many options expiring out of the money today. Let's go. The way to go, Brian says one. Savage Wall Street's, hey, Ricardo, why don't you buy class number 1 and start there? Watch Uncle Bruce regularly and learn. JJ, welcome to Uncle Bruce's Fun Zone. Alberto, Ricardo, get the classes and a one-on-one. Uncle Bruce's lessons have been proven. There you go. There's some advice from some of the real hitters around here. White Feather, Ricardo, take the classes. Best investment you'll ever make. There you go. There it is. Welcome all to the party. We're 7 minutes away from opening for trading today. We're about to get going here. We're going to shift over now to member-only commentary while I while I think about this, because it's going to get kind of busy around here in a few minutes. So thank you all for being here today and always being here. Many of you are lurkers, becoming subscribers. Thank you for becoming subscribers of this channel. And those of you becoming members of this channel, thank you. January the 3rd, by the way, was the day that this channel had a monumental shift. The date of January the 3rd of 2024 was the day that more people became Gold Bagel members than regular Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. That was the day that more people paid $25 a month to be members of this channel than $10 a month. And that number, that spread is widening every day. It's stunning to watch. It's humbling, but I get it too, because I try as hard as I can to give you the best value I can to be a follower of this channel. Thank you all so very much again for being members of this channel. It's absolutely wonderful. Just bear with me, folks. I'm just a little trying to do something here else on my channel here. Hang on. I got to get this figured out, and then we're good to go. There we are, and there we go. And somehow I hit the wrong button, and I made something happen I didn't want to happen, and now I've hit the right button, and everything's working out again. Oh, yes. Okay, 127 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you for being a part of the channel today, being with the family here. I appreciate it. And I'm glad to see you all here. If you're going to if you want to have a one-on-one with me, again, the routine is the best thing to do is send me an email and just say, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one with you. I have these days or these times would be good for me. What do you think? If you want to make a donation to the channel for a one-on-one, it's $400 US that you need to make. You can send it to my PayPal link, of course, or I'll send you the link that you can use. That's $400 US for a one-on-one session, and we'll get together when it's convenient for you, and we'll go over what you need and where you're at, what you've been doing. Fill me in on what's your situation, and we'll go from there. Within an hour, we'll cover a lot of ground, and you'll have homework to do. You'll be itching to get going for sure. And again, I welcome all of you who would like to have a one-on-one session to kind of help you figure out what works best for you in option trading. Whether you're going to become a credit spread trader or cash secured put writer, or are you going to become a poor man covered call specialist? Are you going to do a little of everything? What stocks are you looking at, or what shares should I recommend to you to look at? Perhaps it might fit your investment style and your tolerance level and your risk level. All this stuff. We got work to do. 807 on Nvidia right now. 807 on Nvidia right now. Thank you all for coming through here. Thank you, White Feather, Ricardo. Take the classes. Best investment you ever make. Alberto, for under $2,000, you can make generational wealth changes. No brainer investment, says Alberto. Savage of Wall Street. All I have to say is if my 9-year-old daughter can learn what a contract / covered call, what those are, and she has a grasp on buying 100 shares to sell one contract as a 9-year-old, you can also learn. Ricardo, start with class number 1. There you go. There it is. And if you've done class number 1, get into class number 2 and 3 and 4. Treat this like your adult college course that you can take from the comfort of wherever you want to take it from, wherever you are. And if you take a class every week or 2 classes a week, you watch one Saturday and one Sunday every week, you just make a habit of, I'm shutting down everything else, and the next 2 hours, I'm in class number 4. And the next time, class number 5. And you're going to watch class number 4 again and a little number 5. You can rewatch them anytime you want. Dedicate yourself to catching up with us here, and you'll realize that the folks that you watch here talking to me all the time are the same people in the class. They're all the students. This YouTube channel has a professor here and students trading options, and you can earn while you learn. Join the party, folks. Thank you, BP. I did some research on SOFI Galileo, and some of its customers are SOFI competitors: Robinhood, Vero, PaySafe, Revolut, TransferWise. Very interesting. Savage of Wall Street. So it's option expiry day, and I have no options that expire today. Roll them all or close them. I am as bored as a fat kid in a salad buffet. Sigh. Brian, who is this? The Savage of Wall Street. He must be new. Can't be trusted. You can't believe him. Clap. Hector. Larry Titus, if you please. We're 1 minute away from opening here. Robert, ARK Invest's YouTube channel, had a really good interview with Anthony Noto about SoFi yesterday. Alberto, Larry, about that, set it off. Let's go get the dinero. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I forgot to tell you, I finally hit 1,000 SoFi shares. Started collecting back in October. This feels good. Savage of Wall Street, laughing out loud. Robert Benson, 52-minute interview. Very interesting. It was indeed very enlightening. Larry is about to hit the bells. We're about to get this party started for Friday, Feb 23 in 2024. Unbelievable. We're almost through the second month of the year already. There it is. Larry, thank you, my man. The bells have been hit. We were up 450 points on the Dow yesterday. How's it going to do today? I don't think it's quite that high. I did see 93-point gain towards the end of the pre-trade. Brian, Robert, I'm going to try and watch that today, that interview. Larry, the casino is open, kids. The casino is open, and the owners of the casino are watching the gamblers coming in and running around the slot machines trying to find their favorite machine. Robert Benson, great interview between Noto and Kathy Woods on that show. Right on, kids. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. It's great to have you here. Great to see you all joining us this morning. I think NVIDIA's 8:05 to start the session. Right now, we're up 19.80 a share on the opening here. Again, those of you who have written put credit spreads last week, you're probably in a pretty good position to close them out now for a lovely return. And then there are a bunch of you that had rewritten new credit spreads yesterday. Even you guys might be in a position already to look at some nice profits. All depends on which ones you wrote and what your percentage returns are. Congratulations. Richard Garland, neat. Brian, I think they are slowly dropping Rocket Lab coming into ER for next week. I don't think they are dropping it at all. I just think this is natural. You got the drop, you have the announcement, you have a bit of a run, a little pullback, and now you've got another run. We're up 7 cents at 451. No big deal. This thing's going to $8 and more. That's a fact. That's where it's going. Uber, $78.61. Uber, $78. It was a $42 stock when they announced their financing in November of last year. That was only 4 months ago. This thing's 78. It's going to the 90s. Mark my words on Uber. It's going into the 90s. Very, very interesting. The Dow up 109. We're up 15 on S&P. We're up 56 on NASDAQ. Oil down $1.50 right now. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you here with us this morning. 809 on NVIDIA, up $24. 809. Okay. Rocket Lab put time. There you go. Yeah, time to write puts. It's not too late. Cash secured puts on Rocket Lab. Easy money. 4s, 5s all day long. Out till next year. Further, just take premiums. GameStop down 3. SoFi's up 8 cents at 8.24. Uber's up 67 cents. Spire's up 4. NVIDIA's up 23.86 to 8.09. The Dow's up 113. That's what I've got so far this morning, kids. Early session moves looking okay. We have a lot to follow here right now on this market. 18-point gain on S&P, 56 now on NASDAQ. At the moment, okay? Let's see. Touch grass. How's the coffee this morning? It's good. I need all I can get. I'm tired. So excited. 811 on NVIDIA. 812 on NVIDIA. 811, 812. Giddy up. It's not a short squeeze, by the way. There is no short squeeze on NVIDIA. This is buying coming in. 814, 1314 on NVIDIA. Looking very good. SoFi, $8.30 a share, up 15 cents. Rocket Lab up 6 cents. AI down 3. Spiders are up 2.14. Qs are up 2.25. Apple is up 26 cents. Enphase up 34. AMD up 57 cents. Adobe up 8.38. Netflix up 2.96. Tesla down 48 cents. What else have we got here? We've got Unity up a dime. Google's up 22. Moderna down $1.29. Cisco down 2. Pfizer up 22 cents at 27.77. What a bargain Pfizer is. IBM up 59 cents. HPQ up a dime. Microsoft up 3.59. Amazon up 19.20 cents. Home Depot up 2.39. Vanix Semiconductors up 3.17. Goldman Sachs up 64 cents. The Boeing Company 198.98, now under 200 a share, down 250. It's taken a while to break the 200 level. Didn't want to go under it, but it's now under it. And Meta up 6.50. Target up 41. JP Morgan up 56 cents. Costco up 4.10. Walmart up 34 cents. Disney's down 23 cents, but it's at 107. American Airlines down 7 cents. AMC down 7 cents. DraftKings up 121, and Royal Caribbean down 56 cents at 122 a share. That's what we've got right at the moment. NVIDIA, 818 a share on NVIDIA, up $33. Congratulations, all of you cash credit spread writers on puts, put credit spread writers. Well done. All right. What else going on? Alberto, Rocket Lab is my new printer at $5 strikes. Will close out prior to next earnings, compounding as we go along. Savage of Wall Street, would you look at that? My Unity, March 1530 cash secured puts are losing value. A stock going up a bit and they're still losing value. I got 235 for them. They're at 199. Time is unrelenting. Give them nothing. Well, March 15th, they die, and this is Feb 23. Beautiful. BP, my problem with understanding SOFI Galileo potential is that its product suite is not unique. Galileo provides APIs, fraud detection, analytics, and regulatory compliance functionality. So do others. So why the hype? Robert, SOFI short interest ratio, 3.9 days to cover information from Intel. Look, Apple makes smartphones. Other companies make smartphones. Why do Apple smartphones sell? They're more expensive than other companies' smartphones. Other smartphones are free. You go to certain phone companies and sign up for a 2-year deal, you can have a free smartphone. Why do people pay more money for Apple? You can use this argument any way you want. The bottom line is people use the product and they like the product, and that's the story. And there's nothing else to worry about. What can I say? I love SOFI. 832 up 16 cents right now on SOFI. 819 on NVIDIA, up $34. Another $12, $13 move on NVIDIA, and it'll be 100 times more valuable than SOFI on a share per share basis. But there are 2.5, 3 times as many shares outstanding on NVIDIA than in SOFI. So unbelievable value on SOFI. Giddy up. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Savage of Wall Street, BP, your problem is understanding. That is the problem. Brian, although an Apple phone a day would put you in the poorhouse, there you go. The thing, too, about SOFI, you can analyze SOFI till the cows come home and drive yourself nuts, but you're not going to make any money. You're going to make money writing options. You're going to make money buying stock that's super cheap. You're going to make money buying SOFI now and writing options later. Analyzing it to death will just give you something to do, I guess. And if it's worth your while, good. God bless you. If it turns you on, God bless you. But for those of you out there who are writing cash secured puts or writing credit spreads on calls and puts, you're here to make money, and that's what's happening here with a lot of folks. A lot of folks here are making money here. I congratulate you. You're on the right side of this market rather than be the gambler, be the casino. Absolutely be the casino. 820 on SOFI, 821. 821 on NVIDIA, not 820, 821 on NVIDIA. $821 a share, up 35.62. 821. SOFI, 834, now up 18 cents this morning. SOFI's volume to start today, Friday, 2.8 million shares. Not very heavy, and we're up nicely, so that's a good sign. Love to see some follow through on that. Uber up 73 cents. Spire's up 6. NVIDIA now $819.92, up $34 a share on 10.4 million shares, over $2 trillion in market value, market cap value. That's official. 823.50 on NVIDIA. 823.50, another new all-time high. 823.94 is now the all-time high on NVIDIA right now. Okay? Isn't this fun? Brian, I haven't heard much on GameStop for a while. I wonder what Cohen is cooking up. I'm with you there. Savage Wall Street, it's fascinating to me how normal people try to analyze companies that Cathie Wood and Vanguard have an army of paid Ivy Leaguers studying. And they keep buying SOFI. They just keep buying it. They don't invest to lose money, you know. I'm with you there. I'm with that. Spirit, what the Florida Carvana is up 42% to $75. Robert Noto explains SOFI in the interview. I became a bigger fan after listening to this guy. BP, the Savage of Wall Street. I have a problem. I have no problem. Understanding, I do own SoFi, but I'm not writing options on them yet as the premium is low at the moment. How much are you getting from SoFi's weeklies? Folks asking each other's questions here. There you go. Giddy up. Splayer Caravana a year ago was 750. SoFi should look like this. Go to 75 in a year. That'd be fine with me. Quite happy for that. Uber 78.80 up 77. Nvidia now is 819.54 up $34. The Dow's up 90 points. There you go, kids. Up 20 on S&P, up 74 on NASDAQ. We're having fun. Down 172 on oil, 76.94. So oil is lower. Inflation is wishy-washy. Interest rates are holding. Unemployment at 50-year lows. Markets at all-time highs. And people aren't sure who to vote for president. I don't know what Americans want. I don't know what more Americans want, but they're not going to find it anyway with the two candidates probably. Just have to keep right on going. But whatever it is, it's okay. It's all right. Fun times, kids. Welcome to the party. Glad you're here. I love it when you're making money in these markets. Giddy up. I am still thinking, though, that the markets overall, the big indexes, we could be under pressure today. We aren't guaranteed to have a 400, 500 point gain today. That's not the case. Nvidia at 815 to 820 a share. Nvidia could still end up at 785 and still have an okay day. It doesn't have to go to 850 today. I know that there are people out there that are expecting it to go to 850. They need it to go to 850 today, but that's not the call. Those of you who have written credit spreads on Nvidia, you only want to look at your performance on the spread. Have you got yourself a nice little profit? You might want to take it. This little pop, $30 pop, might be all we get. I don't know. It's worthy of a look, always. Congrats, Savage. I don't write weeklies. I have taken in over 30 grand in 2 years, writing 3 or 6 months out, even leaps. Watch some reruns. You'll get a better understanding how I trade. BP. So you must have a lot of SoFi to make the return to premium rates to offer currently. There you go. Smart trader. Savage is a very smart and attentive trader and does rather well. You too can make a lot of money in this market. It's available. Thank you all for taking the classes and joining this channel as a member, hanging out here with us. So appreciate you all being here. Congratulations on those of you yesterday and the day before who've been picking up these classes. I congratulate you, and I'm very excited for you all. And as I said, I think you're going to find it very entertaining. I hope you enjoy the classes, and I hope and I'm pretty sure you will learn a few things that you didn't even know about the market. The more you take the classes, the more little gems you'll learn, and you'll figure out why a lot of these folks never leave this channel. They can get in here and they don't leave. They just will not go away. You'll figure it out yourself when you start making money. Robert, I bumped into a guy 2 days ago in the streets. We talked about short interest on SoFi. So funny. Brian, look at the volume on GameStop. Nothing is going on. 186,000 volume. We're waiting for what their results is. That 2 weeks away, sometime in March. They're usually towards the end of the reporting cycle. Waiting for them to talk. Waiting for what's Cohen going to do with the dough? What's the plan for $1.2 billion? What's he going to do? I don't know. Savage Wall Street, that's the name of the game, kid. You take in money, you use that money to buy more shares, and right on nose to buy more shares. Rinse and repeat. Try buying classes 1 to 15. Uncle Bruce explains it well. Alberto, I also have been writing on SoFi as well, compounded nicely. I write between 150 and 500 covered calls, monthlies, out of the money. Many, including Uncle Bruce, are waiting for a pop. I never wait for a pop or a dip. Always right. Always right. It's what are you comfortable doing? That's the game here. What are you comfortable with? I'm not comfortable having SoFi calls out. That's just me. I'm comfortable with cash secured puts. But, when the shares break that 15 level and higher, yeah, I'll be talking to you guys about writing SoFi calls. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be talking about that. Where are we at here? Not much. We're up 120 on the Dow. We're up 23 on S&P, 75 on NASDAQ. 0.31 of a percentage point gain for the Dow, 0.46 and 0.5 for NASDAQ, half a percentage point. That's where we're at. $1.72 lower on oil. That's the name of the game. Robert Benson, let's go to 200 thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Savage of Wall Street, Alberta, those are facts. We are option writers, not shorters. We don't wait for hope to spring up. We let the stock tell us what to do. Always be writing. There you go. Letting the shrinkage make you richer. And this is what I try to get you guys to do as well. I really want you to write out of the money contracts. If you can write cash secured puts that are out of the money or out in time with a big premium, great. That is what you want. You want to win even if you're wrong. You want to win even if the market goes against you. You still win. It's the name of the game. This is how casinos make money from their gamblers. They make money when gamblers make money. It's unbelievable. You've got 50 blackjack tables, and two guys on this table are making money, and all the other tables are making money for the house. It's just the way it is. Casinos win, and you got to become a casino. It's as simple as that. No magic. Really, no magic to it. What can I say? And BP, I bought all the classes, but I cannot make money on SoFi at the moment as the premiums are very low. August 16 10s are 89.93, not worth it in the amount of SoFi I have currently. Alex, I moved my 580, 600, and 800, 820 expiring Jan 25 to $100 higher on each of these strikes on the same expiry date, and I got paid $50. It's magic. It's just magic. I get paid to do this. You gotta love that. Giddy up, taking more money off the table. 816 on Nvidia, up $31 a share. Giddy up, everybody. Giddy up. Welcome all. 818 on Nvidia. Alrighty. The high for the day, 823.94. Volume is over 10 million now on Nvidia. It's now 14.3. SoFi shares are sitting at 826, up a dime right now with a high of 837 already. 3.8 million traded SoFi. So far, that's the story on SoFi. On GameStop, 13.20 down 16 cents. On a volume of 238,000, nothing being said there as usual. Rocket Lab is down 3 cents. Earnings in 4 days, so I guess that's Monday. 439.5 down 4.5 cents on 745,000 shares on Rocket Lab. And 1 day ago, Rocket Lab successfully returned spacecraft capsule to Earth. And 2 days ago, they announced that Rocket Lab to launch NRO mission from Wallops, Virginia. Giddy up. This article, the Rocket Lab spacecraft designed, built, and operated for Varda Space Industries, which enabled the production of pharmaceutical products on orbit, has been returned to Earth. Rocket Lab, a leading launch and systems company, announced its custom spacecraft for Varda Space Industries successfully returned to Earth, the world's first space manufacturing mission conducted outside of the International Space Station. Rocket Lab conducted in-space operations, deorbit, and re-entry positioning maneuvers for its spacecraft, enabling Varda's re-entry capsule and payload of pharmaceutical crystals to return to Earth. With Rocket Lab's role in the mission complete, the Varda team then took over management of the capsule's hypersonic re-entry, parachute deployment, and touchdown in the designated zone in Utah testing and training range near Salt Lake City. Today's mission is a successful demonstration of Rocket Lab's end-to-end space systems solutions tailored to enable novel and innovative missions for a range of customers. Rocket Lab designed, manufactured, and operated a bespoke spacecraft to enable Varda's capsule manufacturing demonstration. The spacecraft included a full-scale suite of Rocket Lab subsystems and components built in-house, spanning spacecraft engine, flight software, avionics, reaction wheels, star trackers, capsule dispenser, solar panels, radio composite structures, and tanks and more. While initially designed for a 4-month lifespan on orbit, the mission timeline was more than doubled, with Rocket Lab's spacecraft successfully providing power, communications, ground control, and attitude control to Varda's capsule on orbit for more than 8 months. This enabled Varda's capsule to grow ritonavir crystals, commonly used in antiviral medication, as particles function differently when no longer under the force of gravity. Varda's capsule utilizes microgravity conditions in space to formulate a range of pharmaceutical products. Who knew? Rocket Lab also supported the mission with 24/7 satellite operations. To return Varda's capsule to Earth, Rocket Lab's operations team completed multiple on-orbit trajectory optimization maneuvers that sent the mission on its return to Earth trajectory, including 4 engine relights of Rocket Lab's 3D printed Curie propulsion system to move Varda's mission from a circular Earth orbit to an elliptical one, positioning Varda's capsule for a return to Earth at hypersonic speeds greater than Mach 25, or approximately 30,000 kilometers an hour. That's about 20,000 miles an hour. Deploying Varda's capsule on a hypersonic reentry trajectory to land within the incredibly tight boundaries of the mission's landing zone within the UTTR was an especially complex task that demanded pinpoint accuracy with a margin of error of less than 0.05%. Varda's recovery operations are now in full swing, and once the capsule is retrieved by Varda, the company will conduct laboratory analysis of the space-grown crystals and determine its next steps for commercializing orbital drug processing and microgravity manufacturing. Wow, just holy crap. This thing goes on and on and on and on. This article just goes on. It's unbelievable. And this was reported yesterday, and the stock did nothing. Because this is what Wall Street, I think, is aware of. I believe that institutions are aware of this info and this kind of info that's coming out. That's why they bought $355 million worth of this company's bonds. They just said, yeah, how much you want? You want $275 million? No, we'll give you more. Take $355 million. Here, take this money. Go. We're in. We're not in for a week, a month, a year. We're in. You guys are going to be around for decades and decades. We're in. $4.38 a share on Rocket Lab. A bargain, I would say. All right. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. It's nice to have you here. Alberto Savage, we've been trained by the GOAT. We write because we were taught right. Savage, I don't let the market paralyze me. I don't hope for a stock to moon. I write covered calls, cash secured puts, iron condors. Red days, write cash secured puts and buy shares. Green days, sell covered calls and buy back cash secured puts. It's not rocket science. Slayer, voting past 400 from 600 said yes, Germany goes green. Savage of Wall Street, BP, I think your problem is you're waiting for the mooning. You're losing so much time. If your average is 8, write 9s and take in premiums. BP, yes, Savage, but you have to have the cash for the cash secured puts, iron condors, and covered calls up front. I bought SOFI, and I'm waiting until they go up to a premium of a $3-5 in a few months out to make it worth it. Savage, you're also not resting the percentages. Zoom out and look at the percentage that you're getting. Making money on the name of the game. Profit is a profit. The big T, BP, if you find $100 on the street, do you leave it for the next person? BP, writing 10 or 15 contracts for, say, 89 cents, August, not worth being bought out. Savage, if that's your plan, that's cool. Just know, while you're waiting for that $3 gain on one write, those like me will have traded 10 times and made $1 a trade. Food for thought. Puke Burb, the country I live in has blocked TradingView. I wish they would come to my house and punch me in the face instead. Hector Rivian having a 9% down day. Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, BP reminds me of people from work, laughing out loud. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just in my head when I'm talking and I take no prisoners. I take it all. I give back nothing. 55 cents times 15,000 is quite a bit. BP, the big T, I would pick it up and look for the owner. There you go. 151 is the gain on the Dow right now. 151. We got S&P up 22. I have NASDAQ up 64. Oil down 1 $1.88. Okay. Let's see. We've got Nvidia up $30 at $815.72. Spire down 8. Uber up 37. SoFi up 7. GameStop down 8. Rocket Lab down a penny, maybe a penny. AI down 29 cents. Spiders are up 251. Qs are up 191. Apple's down 12 cents. Enphase down 99. AMD down $2. Adobe's up $13. Netflix is down $2. Tesla is down $1.64. Matterport down a penny. SmartRent down 6 cents. Owens Corning up $1.43. We got Unity down 14 cents. Google is up 55. Moderna down 72. Cisco's up 22. Pfizer up 28. IBM up 128. HPQ up a dime. Microsoft up 2.97. ME is up a half a penny. Amazon up 27 cents. Home Depot up $1. Vanix Semiconductors up 119. Goldman Sachs up 464. Boeing Group down 265. Meta is up 646. Target up 53 cents. JP Morgan up 160. Costco up 565. Walmart up $1. Disney Disney down 144. American Airlines down 27. AMC down 3 cents. DraftKings up 133. Royal Caribbean down 60 cents. There's where we're at the moment, everybody. Welcome to the party, everybody. The Dow's now up 172. Okay. Luca, number 147, and I'm late to the party, but I have to say ciao all as I'm boarding for the final flight of the week to Fort Lauderdale. Here, Florida, here I come. Look out, Florida. Here he comes. Right on, Luca. Welcome to the US of A. And thank you, my friend, for your support of this channel. It's great to see you here. I hope you're making money. Welcome all to the party, kids. Nice to see you around here this morning. The thumbs up meter is grinding along, and we thank you very much for any and all thumbs ups you could spare. 149 now have come in. We're 51 away from 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. If you can hit that thing for us, I love you to death. If you can hit the thumbs up button, please. Thank you very much. It's a party. Love it to see you guys make money around here. Make the dough and get richer, please. Don't forget who you really have to thank for all your success right here. The Knights of Ni is who you have to say thank you to. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Ni with the Ni emojis. Absolutely let them know you are thinking of them and you are aware of who butters your bread around here. BP, the Savage of Wall Street. I see what you mean with 55 cents, 15,082, but in my case, it's 55 cents, 1,500, 825. Is it worth losing them? You write them. And you get bought out, you turn around, buy them back, and write more contracts. You just keep writing. I don't. Again, it's all up to you guys. You know my position. I don't have to repeat it. Richard, honeybee, Hector, TJ, honeybee, Corinne, Big E, Mandu, honeybee, howdy partner, here we go. They're coming. The knee emojis from Melbourne. Here they are. Around the world. Open the window in your house. Yell at the top of the lungs. Let the Lights of Ni know how much you appreciate what they do for you, because the rest of the world out there does not appreciate the power of the Knights of Ni. They think that this guy is a clown. They think this guy is to be made fun of, and that is not true. Do not make fun of the Knights of Ni. All crusaders know. Those making money in this market, trying to make money in this market, they know not to make fun of the Knights of Ni. Absolutely not. It's just not worth your while. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you in here. And don't upset Mr. Strickland. He is looking for you. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, he's going to catch you in the hallway. Make sure you look like those cool kids in the background. Give us a thumbs up. Don't be a doofus like this guy. This guy here just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. You have to write options to make money in the market. You have to give thumbs ups. You have to hit the knee emojis. Otherwise, you're just fooling yourself. You're just like every other channel. You're a loser. You can't. Don't be a loser like this guy. It's just not good. Don't make this man mad. I'm telling you, the Knights of Ni are serious. It's the one thing. It's just the one thing you have to know. Oh my gosh, I do the best I can to help you folks, but you can't help yourselves. I don't know what to do for you. It used to be so much easier. It's not that easy anymore. Oh, I try, I really try. Welcome all to the party today. I'm glad you're with us, and I hope you're enjoying the day today. It's option expiry day Friday here, and there's money in them there hills, and I'm glad to see some of you taking advantage of this market, making it pay for you. You deserve the best of the best. You've got some knowledge now between your ears on how options work. You've been taking my classes. You've been hanging out here a while. You understand shrinkage is your friend. Shrinkage. Baby, is it good? Luca, neat. Deep value, neat. Tuna fish, neat. Alberto, BP, I'm able to compound between 200 and 500 shares every 2 to 3 days, but my average is 648. I don't mind getting taken out, to each their own on the way we trade. BP, but Uncle Bruce, you mentioned not to write cover calls on SOFI. These prices, you recommend waiting. I know, I do. It's totally up to you. Everyone has their, risk tolerance. People ask me my opinion. I give it. Now you decide for yourself what you want to do. Alberta, I've been averaging up. Why? Because the premiums are that much better. I wheel most stocks and or covered strangles. Hector, some days those option expiry dates seem too very far away. The next thing you know, it's Friday and option expiry day. Time is our friend. Susan, the Savage of Wall Street. I see when you roll $8 SoFi cash security puts into 9 to collect more premium. How long is your expiration on the 9s? Some of us stay out of the money on rights versus in the money. BP, Alberto. 2 to 200 equals 500 every 2 to 3 days. I wish. John Gill. Neat. There it is. The knee emojis from John Gill are in. It's official. We're making money around here. Giddy up, everybody. NVIDIA back to 807 after hitting 823. Have we hit the top on NVIDIA? I don't know. Maybe this is a pause and we go higher. I don't know. We'll see what it does. Uber's up 9 cents. SoFi 812 down 4. Rocket Lab 438 down 5 cents. Bargain City. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can say. It's Bargain City, baby. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you for these thumbs ups. They're coming on. Bring it in, kids, if you can. Help us out. The thumbs up meter now is showing 159. We're 41 away from 200 thumbs ups. Only 41 on a Friday. Oh my gosh, that's good stuff. That is really, really good stuff. Thank you all very, very much. All righty, Alberto, BP, it's all relevant. Even if you're compounding 20 to 30, it's still free shares. I've been writing on SoFi for 3 years, hence the number of shares I own. No powder, all via premiums. There you go. How are you doing it? Whatever you're writing on, people are always picking up more SoFi. Giddy up on the SoFi. Congratulations all. Uber up 30 cents. NVIDIA up $25. 810.73. 811 on NVIDIA. A little pop again. Away we go. All right. It's all good, kids. However you're doing it. For those of you who are making, 500 every couple of weeks on writing options, it's an extra 500 bucks every couple of weeks. Those of you making 1,000 a month, you're getting 1,000 a month coming in instead of working for it somewhere else. You remember, you make $1,000 writing options and you work at $15 an hour for somebody. How many hours is $1,000? How many hours? I mean, if you get 15 gross, less deductions, what do you get? 12? You get $12.50 an hour. What do you clear when you make $15 an hour? $11? You make $1,000 on an option, right? How many hours is that? Are we talking about here? 80 hours? That's 2 full weeks of work at minimum wage. That's a ton of money. It's a ton of time. There are folks here writing 10 cash secured puts at a time on Rocket Lab or SoFi. They pull out 60-cent profit on a turnover $600 on 10 contracts. You write 50 contracts times 60 cents, $3,000. This is real money. This is time saved. Some folks here don't realize how much money they make per hour doing option writing. They don't know. They haven't taken the time to figure it out. You just use a 40-hour work week, which is what we standardly use, but really, what is a real work week? 37 and a half hours? I don't even know. I don't work for anybody. But if you take 40 hours a week and you're making $400 a week on option premiums, that's $10 an hour every week. That's like getting an extra $10 an hour over above what you're making now. I mean, if you got a full-time job and you're getting 25 an hour to show up, and you're netting out 18, and then you're making $10 an hour over here writing options for $400 a week, that's like making $28 an hour clear. Hello. Remember, the gains on option writing are capital gains. And in America, there's a lot of write-offs on this. Very little tax required on capital gains. You compare making a salary versus making capital gains, there's no question. The very wealthy pay capital gains. They don't pay income tax. They pay capital gains taxes. They keep much more of the money for themselves. So, look, if you can make $2,000 a month, $3,000, $4,000 a month, that's like, it's a lot of money. I mean, come on. It's a ton of money. $1,000 a week is $25 an hour at 40 hours. People around here don't realize sometimes. There are viewers here who don't actually realize how much money per hour they make. Because they think about how much money they clear, but they don't equate it to an 8-hour workday. They just equate it to, oh, I just wrote some options this week on my money. Fair enough. But there are people around here who are making, $40, $50, $60, $80 an hour writing options. They don't realize they're doing that. And then they realize, oh my God, I am making this kind of money. Jesus, this is unbelievable. This really is something else. BP, Berto, yes, I'm just waiting until I can start writing on cover calls. My premiums are too low to do so now for me. Hector, I expect you're putting in excessive hours per week with YouTube channels at an age where you're on the top percentile of hardworking 68-year-olds. Yeah, I think I put in more hours working at 68 than anyone else I know that's 68. Pretty well, but I'm having so much fun doing it. When it's fun, it's really not work, and that's something else many of you have figured out here with the options business. Honeybee, BP, I'm not comfortable writing on my SOFI yet, but I'm just a newbie, so I'm sticking to my comfort level and experience level. Still taking classes, and I'm learning slowly. Well done, Honeybee. Well, that's perfect. Perfect. Well done. 808 on NVIDIA right now, up 22.93. The Dow up 173 points. S&P's up about 20. NASDAQ ahead by 32 points. That's the story. I'm sticking to the story. There you have it. Giddy up, everybody. This is going to be something. NVIDIA is now a $2 trillion company, becoming only the third U.S. company to hit $2 trillion in value. Microsoft and Apple are the others. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? BP Ungress, I don't know how many of your viewers are making the 1,000 plus a week. Unfortunately, I've been with you 2+ years, but not making that yet, mainly because not enough spare cash to buy the shares yet. It's all right. It's okay. This is not a 100-yard dash. It's a marathon. Zeta State 167, baby. I'm here. Rock and roll, kids. Many of you out there have found that by hanging around here, you figured out, I know how I can change my life. Writing options. I know writing options can really change things. I've got to change my entire financial situation. And many of you found me, and you had a 401k at work, you had an IRA, you had some investments that you had lying around, you had a brokerage account or an investment account with your bank or something. You had some GIC money making you nothing. But after a little while hanging around here, you realized you need to reorganize your assets into an account where you can write options. And now you can write options against stock you don't own by just keeping your money in cash. And you are very comfortable doing this. You're sitting with a cash balance only, and you're writing cash secured puts, or you're writing credit spreads, and you're limiting your risk factors, and you're very conservative on your timing and strike prices. You're taking the classes. You're hitting me up for a one-on-one, and you're investing in yourself. And every month or every 2 weeks or whatever, you're throwing a couple extra bucks into your account, and you're building your account value to grow your income stream from options into your hands. And you're taking this marathon approach because this is for the rest of your life. It's not a 1 week wonder move. This isn't a 2 month strategy of making money. This is permanent, and it is a wonderful way to grow value and income into your hands. If you're doing it inside a 401k or an IRA and you're growing wealth inside your retirement account, great on you. You might be doing a combination. Some trades are outside of the IRA 401k, some are inside. It's all good. It's just all adding up to a growth of wealth and an increase in cash flow to change the trajectory of your life. And that's what it's all about here. There's really nothing magical to it. It's an income stream. Being the casino owner, you now own a casino that makes you steady income. Where before you had money over here, over there, and you were getting 3%, 5%, 2%, but you had to pay tax on interest, you had to pay taxes on dividends, then you had to pay taxes on capital gains, you had to do this. Now you've just consolidated it all into a capital gain structure only. And the tax rate on capital gains compared to income streams are fantastic. Your tax advisor will help advise you on how to do this. What can we say? Hector, have we given up on GameStop? No, I haven't. But, those of you who are option writers may not want to be in GameStop anymore. I get it. It's all right. BP says, Honeybee, thank you. And the honeybees going thumbs ups to you. Look, it's, again, I've said it a million times. You got to decide what is it you want to write options on. What are you comfortable with? Are you not happy with GameStop anymore? Then shift into something else. Are get out of GameStop and only do cash secured puts now on GameStop? Only do credit spreads on GameStop and don't hold anything on it? It's up to you. You figure it out, but you got to have the classes under your belt to understand what to do and how to do what to do. Don't go in blind on it. Brian, I have not. Premiums are still pretty good on it. I still like the company and management. There you go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the earnings coming up. I really am. I'm looking forward to the earnings coming up. The year-end fourth quarter results for GameStop are about to be released. If I've got that right. I think it's the end of January is the timing of the latest quarter. I'm curious whether that quarter being a profitable quarter, how profitable, and then going back 3 quarters behind that one and coming up with the latest year's results. Are they now earning money? I think they are. I think they have cut their expenses so much that they can't help but make money. And of course, what is Ryan Cohen doing with $1.2 billion in cash? What? I'm waiting. I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting. So we'll see. When we know, we'll talk about it. You darn right. Brian, there's a chance it could be a profitable company for the year 2023, depending on fourth quarter. This could be fun. See, there you are. I'm waiting. I know what's going to happen if they are profitable. I know already. There will be analysts that won't believe it. There are analysts who will say it's not good enough. Because those who hate this company will still hate them. Just because SOFI made money doesn't mean everyone loves SOFI. If GameStop is a profitable company with the latest quarter factored in, and they're now profitable, and analysts will say, you know what, it looks like they're going to be profitable from now on because they're not going to re-expense everything. They're going to keep staff levels low, expenses low, have best performing stores in their portfolio, dump the underperforming stores. Yeah, they're going to make money now on an ongoing basis. I think Ryan Cohen's got it figured out. But there will be analysts who won't believe it or will not give them credit because they're going to say, they're just a brick and mortar company and they'll always be just a brick and mortar company, blah, 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 blah. You know it. I know it. But we'll see how the street feels about it. This should be interesting. What if GameStop comes out and says, we made $100 million profit last year. We're doing a stock buyback. We're going to buy back 5% of our stock. That's what we're going to do with some of our $1.2 billion and the money we just made. We're going to buy up 5% of our outstanding shares. What if they did that? Wouldn't that catch the short sellers by the seat of their pants all of a sudden? What if they did one of these financing deals that Rocket Lab and Uber just did? What if GameStop were to do a $2 billion funding deal that puts $2 billion fresh cash on top of the $1.2 billion cash into Ryan Cohen's hands? Now he's got $3.2 billion, and they're going to take stock off the street at $20 a share for 100 million shares. What if that happened? What if they announced that? That would be a game changer on GameStop. Get that? You get that? Game changer, GameStop. That would change the game completely. A whole different ball game entirely. Take off 100 million shares of the 266 million float. You have a 166 million free float ultimately. And there are 60 million short right now, 59.6. 60 million short with only 160 million trading. Oops, that could run it to $40 a share. Hello, which is 160 multiplied by 4. That could happen. I'm just saying that could happen. I'm just saying. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway. Nonetheless, you guys have your opinions. I have mine. We'll find out what's going on. And we'll see what's going on. Yep. Deep Value. GameStop board of directors moved on December 5 to allow the company to invest in equity securities and empower CEO Ryan Cohen to manage the investments. Yeah. What if he starts trading that $1.2 billion and starts booking $100 billion a year in profits? 100 million. 100 million in profits from the money and 100 million a year on the business. The business is making 200 million a year, and they announce a stock buyback. I'm just asking. I'm just wondering. Yeah. Well, anyway, you have your opinions. I have mine. Let's agree to wait until they announce their results in was it early March? It's coming up, a couple of weeks. Bring it on. Tell me what's going on. Let us know. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here today. Love having you here. Welcome to Friday, Option Expiry Friday. Welcome everyone to Option Expiry Friday. Thank you for joining this channel as subscribers. Thank you for joining this channel as members. Thank you for upgrading your membership to Gold Bagel level status. Congratulations to the class takers. 168 thumbs ups are now in the house. Congratulations on that. Welcome everyone. Nice to have you around here today. You guys are great. It's lovely to see you all here. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, baby. Giddy on up. Goldman's up 422. Cisco up 32. We got some gains. Microsoft up 110. Pfizer's up 43. Amazon up 71. Nvidia up $23. 808. We're up 12 on Adobe. $2 on the Spiders. 81 cents on the Qs. We're up 171 on IBM. We're up 560 on Facebook. Meta Platforms. Yeah, 42-cent gain on Uber. We got some gains. I got some losses. Gains. It's Option Expiry Friday. That's there it is. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're following right now. And well, can I say NASDAQ climbs to record highs for the first time in 2 years? Well, how about them apples? Isn't that wonderful? Don't know if it's going to last, but that's what we got. That's what they're saying. And NASDAQ up 24 points. Okay. Welcome to the party, everybody. I'm glad to have you all here. Okay. Thank you, Splair. Wishing you all a wonderful, enjoyable day. Brian, I've been a member for 17 months. Look at me, Uncle Bruce, 17 months as a member. We're all here thanks to GameStop. They aren't going anywhere, and neither am I. Thanks for everything, Uncle B. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Brian. Juan, Uncle Bruce, thank you for always enlightening us on this beautiful and profitable trip. Always listening. I just bought some smart, right? Cheap bargain right there. Mr. T, Splair, what did Germany vote for today? What were they voting for today? Welcome. 181 point gain on the Dow. We're climbing again. 0.47 of a percentage point. The Dow is the big winner today. It's the biggest mover on the indexes. It's up almost 0.5%. There you go. Giddy up, Brian. I love these bars. I love these green bars that tell the world how long people have been members. I love it when these come up. This is good stuff. Showing the non-believers that People are paying this guy, this is the Chill Uncle Bruce member, $10 a month for 17 months to be there. They're doing 30 months plus as a Gold Bagel member as well. They're doing that. That's how much they love this guy. Really? That's insane. Well, I say thank you very much. Appreciate it. And welcome to the party, everybody. That's it. Yeah. What can I say, kids? It's up to you. You have to decide yourselves. What are you going to be? Where are you going to go with this? How far? Savage VP. What are you losing? Where are they in your house? Sounds to me like you're just scared to have the stock go up. Why? Never be afraid of the upside. Use those 825 to buy 100 more shares and then write the contract on those. There you go. There's advice from Savage. Take it or leave it. It's okay. Dow's up 183. Nvidia up $22. There you go. Uber up 35 cents. SoFi unchanged. GameStop at 13.25 down 11. Rocket Lab 442 down 2. AI up 70 down 70 cents at 25.92. Cash secured put time on good old AI. There might be some call options that have backed off. That might be a buyback. You never know. And there you go. Yeah. Thank you all for popping in. Alrighty. Fun times at the OK Corral. Dow's up 194 now. 194 on the Dow Jones. This is just short of the high of the day. We're 12 points away from the high of the session right now on the Dow. So we're coming on to higher levels. Nvidia 807.62 up $22. Spire's green, Uber's green, SoFi just went green. So we got some green arrows showing up now on some of these stocks. Let's see. Apple's only off 77 cents. Excuse me. Adobe up 12.40, still holding a gain. Owens Corning up 150 a share. Google up 13 cents. Cisco up 40. Pfizer up 42. IBM is up. HPQ, Microsoft, Amazon, Home Depot, Vanik Vectors, Goldman Sachs, Meta, Target is up. JP Morgan, Costco, Walmart, they're all green. DraftKings is green. Carvana up $18. Yeah, it's green. Even Robinhood, 14.28 up 30 cents. Some of these stocks are green right now. There you go. What can I say, kids? What can I say? There you have it. All right. Thank you all. 190 gain on the Dow right now. Splair saying that the legalization for marijuana apparently is going through. How's Auntie Jen doing? Couldn't be better. She is doing great. We've been in the pool the last 2 days. She's got the green light from her doctor. Do all your exercises. You can go into the pool now. Your incision is all healed up. And you'll be doing advanced therapy now with your therapist. More power to you. She's walking around the house without a cane. The walker is just sitting in the corner getting dusty. It's fantastic. It's just fantastic. Savage of Wall Street. Susan, I've never sold $8 or $9 VSPs on SoFi. I wrote on 7 to 30 of them back, and I took $1.45 for them. Splair, some other stuff, but most people immediately went into the Bundestag because of this. Okay. Let's see. What else is going on? Savage says, if I get a sign, I'm buying SoFi for $5.55. I'm very okay with that trade. Let's see what else is going on here. Brian, there's the one thing I've learned from Uncle Bruce. There's always the next trade. Always the next trade. Anyway, there you go. It's okay, kids. It's all right. We'll do however you want to do it. BP has his way of doing it. Alberto has his way of doing it. Credit Savage has their way. Whatever way works for you, it's okay. It's all right. Wide open way of doing things here. The bottom line is you want to make money. That's all. Just find the way it works for you and go with it. It's all right. And no one is perfectly right. No one is perfectly wrong. We're all what we are. We just work on it. Savage, I think BP wants champagne on a beer budget. Got to drink water for the first while, and it may not seem like anything's happening day to day, but in a year you'll see a difference. Again, whatever turns your crank and however it works for you, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone here is welcome to make money any way you want. All right? It's okay. Welcome to the party, brother. Glad to see you all here. One thing's a certainty. I'll be here Monday. If I'm alive and well, I'll be here Monday, and we'll see if this market makes you even more money. There it is. Giddy up. Splayer, honestly, that's it. We all want to grow, and that extra income is helpful in a lot of ways, so learn the classes, people. There's somebody who knows. Splayer knows. Brian, Uncle Bruce, you recommended some AI credit spreads to me. I'm not sure if I am comfortable with that yet. I need to learn more about it. I appreciate the idea, though. I'll look into this. Well, that's what the classes are all about. It's all good. Savage Wall Street, you are shorting the stock. Just say you're a shorter, not an option writer. It's all good. An option writer just writes and writes and writes. No matter the market, red, green, white, we just write. It's okay. It's okay. 803 on NVIDIA, still up 18, but we were at 820, 820, what was the high this morning? NVIDIA, 823.94, 26.5 million traded on NVIDIA, still doing fine. Uber up 15, SoFi up a couple of cents right now. GameStop 1327 down 9. There it is. It's all okay. People are now arguing with each other. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. We're up 207 on the Dow. I think we're at the high of the day, kids. That's what's going on right now. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Nice to have you here. Hope you're going to have yourselves a great weekend this weekend. I hope that some of you are going to catch up with relatives and friends. Give them an extra long hug. You never know when it's the last time. 171 thumbs ups and counting. Only 29 away from 200. Thank you all for these 171 thumbs ups. This is good stuff. Brian, my GameStop cover calls are looking juicy. I hope they drop the shares to $11 before earnings. I'm going to be rich. It's all good. There you have it. Giddy up, kids. GameStop 13.28 down 8 cents. Rocket Lab almost unchanged now. It looks like we're going to go in the green on Rocket Lab. SoFi up a penny, Uber up 18, Spire up 4, NVIDIA up 18, the Dow up 204, S&P up 20, Nasdaq up 22, oil down 178. There it is. There it is. Yes. Germany's parliament votes to legalize limited marijuana possession and allow cannabis clubs, they say. German lawmakers Friday approved a government plan to liberalize rules on cannabis, paving the way for the country to decriminalize limited amounts of the marijuana and allow members of cannabis clubs to buy it for recreational purposes. Parliament's lower house, the Bundestag, backed the legislation, a prominent reform project of Chancellor Scholz's socially liberal governing coalition. 407 votes to 226. When will the United States House of Representatives vote on legalizing recreational use of marijuana? When will the Senate vote on it? I'm sure the president will sign it. I'm sure he will. When will Orange Boy ever announce the legalization of marijuana? If he announced it, that he would do that, he might win the presidency, as scary as that would sound. If Biden were to announce it and the Senate approve it right away, Biden could win in a walk. It's such a popular issue among Americans. Most Americans secretly want this done, but the Bible thumpers out there won't allow it. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. What can I say? Anyway, there it is. Yeah, people talking to each other here. I'm going to leave the comments alone right now. Let folks just do what they want. It's all good, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. We're up 203 on the Dow here, and we're looking good. I have no complaints here. What a week it's been. Congratulations, NVIDIA cash credit spread writers. Well done, all of you out there. Do you miss the Canadian cheese whiz, Bruce? Not really. Hector, what date does GameStop report their earnings? Does anyone know when GameStop reports? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyone have that date handy? Let us know. Okay. I think around March 19th, says Honeybee. I think that's when they announced. So it looks like the middle of March, part of March. There you go. Down 11 cents on GameStop. Unchanged on SoFi. We're up 194 on the Dow. Right. It'll be March 13 or 20. They usually announce a few weeks before. Hector says, thanks. There you go. Okay, there it is. We're at the 2-hour mark of this show, and we're slowing down here with commentary, but that's okay. I want to wish you all a great weekend. And IR Aaron, they're announcing on the 27th of March. That late? That's amazing. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here. Great to have you again this week. Congratulations, option writers. Congratulations, class buyers. And those of you looking for a one-on-one, you let me know. Send me an email. If you'd like to have one, we'll get together. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll be here on Monday to see if we can, find ways to make you richer. How about that? Let's just do that. Thank you again for all your support of the channel. Jen and I appreciate you. We'll be in the pool this weekend. We'll be getting her walking. We're building her endurance level now, and getting her muscle tone around her legs and her hips and her knees improved. It's a journey. We have years and years of deterioration to rebuild here. So this will be weeks and months of rehabilitation for Jen, but it's in the right direction. The pain level is shrinking out. We're so pleased. And we thank you all for your support of this channel that helped us fund it. She just received a phone call 2 weeks ago from the government of Alberta, the health services people, saying, hey, you're on our waiting list for a new hip. Would you like to make an appointment to see the specialist sometime this summer for a consultation on getting your hip replaced? They're talking about the hip she did last year. She just got the call for her first hip consultation. She said, oh, thank you so much for getting back to me. It's been a fun 2-year wait. Sorry, I've already replaced that hip, and I just replaced the other one this month. So you can take me off the list for hip replacements. Call someone else who's been on the waiting list for 2 years for a phone call. Unbelievable, and there is no help happening up there to make it any faster, from what I can tell. The government up there is talking about spending cuts. They're talking about spending cuts. There is no increase in surgical availability for hip and knee replacements for Albertans. You're on your own, kids. All those taxes you paid all those decades ago, you're not getting your hip. You're not getting your shoulder redone. You're not getting your ankle replaced. You're going to have to go get it done by yourself. That's the reality of it. And that's what we did. And what can I say? It is unbelievable, but there it is. What can I say? There you have it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. One, neat. That's what I say, too. The knee emojis, don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for being with us again. Really appreciate you. And here, Honeybee BP, I'm using my GameStop to write conservative, out-of-the-money covered calls about 3 weeks out in time, bringing in cash consistently for over a year now. Honeybee knows what's going on. Way to go, Honeybee. Welcome to the group. I'm so glad you joined the channel as a member. I'm glad you're here. All right, you guys. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Okay, talk to you later. Bye for now.